So it was actually a very great performance from Lamine Yamal, Fabian Ruiz, and then Alvaro Morata to make sure that Spain had an exciting 3-0 win against Luka Modric, Matthew Kovacic, and Josko Vardiol's Croatia. Going to this game, this was going to be the biggest match game in so far in the Europe. I mean, Spain and Croatia. Spain has very great players. You can boast of the likes of Dani Carvajal, Real Madrid. Lamine Yamal plays for Barcelona. Alvaro Morata plays for Atletico Madrid. Rodri plays for Manchester City. You can talk about the likes of Nacho, Real Madrid. Spain are a star-studded side, and then you look at the likes of Croatia. You can mention the likes of Josko Vardiol, who plays for Manchester City. Luka Modric, the evergreen Luka Modric, who plays for Real Madrid. You can look at the likes of Matthew Kovacic, plays for Manchester City. Brozovic plays for Al Nassr. It was a star-studded team, and I thought it was going to be a game where probably if Spain will win, it was going to be maybe a narrow escape. Let's say 2-1, 2-2, or even a draw. And anybody who watched this game could clearly testify it could have easily been a game where Croatia could have even gotten a win or a draw. Because if you check the XG, they were better than Spain in terms of XG. They were better than Spain in terms of chance creation. But Spain showed them that it's not only about just chance creation. It's also about taking your chances when the chances present themselves, and that's exactly what Dani Carvajal did when Lamine Yamal crossed the ball into the box, and he headed the ball 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. He was scoring headers for Real Madrid to win the Champions League, and then today he scored a header for Spain to win a game, and it was really an exciting game. Lamine Yamal, oh my God, a player. This guy is 16-year-old. During the first lockdown, this guy was probably 12 years old, and just 16-year-old, this Lamine Yamal is playing in the toppest European competition when it comes to nations. And oh my God, he played on the right wing for Spain. Dazzling performance. Josko Vardiol had a really tough time dealing with him. And one thing about him is he's not just a dribbler; he's also a creator on the right wing. He reminds me so much of Riyad Mahrez with his first touch, with his dribble, and his ability to create chances. And I'm not even surprised that at his age he got an access for Spain in his first European competition when Dani Carvajal scored a goal. And we also have to give credit to Xavi, the outgone coach of Barcelona, for giving this young chap a chance to play for Barcelona. And he totally deserved to be in that Barcelona starting lineup because he's one of the guys who can really give Rafinha a run for their money. Oh my God, a player. Today he became the youngest player to play for Europe in an European competition, and then he also became the youngest player to access for Spain in an European competition. 12 months ago, this guy was probably in La Masia. Today he started a game for Spain. La Masia has produced Puyol, Piqué, Xavi, Andres Iniesta, Lionel Messi, and they gave us Fermin Lopez. And now look at this talent, Lamine Yamal. It is clearly unfair for Spain to have two fast young wingers at their age. On their left wing, there is the young Nico Williams, amazing player, very fast guy. Nico Williams entering this Spain team at this young age tells you that probably better than his brother, and he's probably going to have a better career than what his brother had. But on the left wing, the pace that he has, the speed, how he's able to find an assist, amazing player. Nico Williams is just amazing. And on the right wing, there's also Lamine Yamal. I've already spoken about Lamine Yamal, and these guys are going to torment players in the team. I mean, any team that really wants to beat Spain has to have very good fullbacks. So if any team really wants to beat Spain, I mean, you have to make sure you mark out Nico Williams and then Lamine Yamal. It is really important because the way these guys are very destructive. They are not only wingers who can take on play, they are also wingers who can also create chances for Morata to score goals. I watched this game and I think Spain are really a threat. The problem with Spain is that they don't really have a very good defense. We saw in this game that Croatia opened them up almost every time. It was just that Croatia were not clinical. If Croatia were clinical and they were able to score goals, I mean, it wasn't going to be any debate. It was going to be a draw, or Croatia could have even gotten a win. And if you watch the stats, this was a game that Croatia dominated their midfield with even aged players. I mean, if I talk about aged players, I'm talking about the likes of Luka Modric, the likes of Matthew Kovacic, the likes of Brozovic, who are all 30 years and above, playing a game that was a younger midfield of Fabian Ruiz, Mikel Merino, Rodri, and Pedri. I mean, these are young players, and these old guys make sure they outplayed and outshone Spain in the middle of the park. So any team that has a very lethal number 9 can open up Spain and score more goals. I don't think Unai Simon is, the best of goalkeepers. And and even if Croatia had a player like Mario Mandzukic today, they could have gotten goals. They could have even been 3-2 or 3-3, like I'm telling you. It could have been a draw, but it just didn't happen. 3-0. I think Croatia has to also fix their defensive line. I don't understand how Croatia were conceding such goals, such easy goals, and if they want to go far in this tournament, they have to face their defense, and they have a very good midfield already, and get a lethal number 9. Ivan Perisic came on, and we saw what Ivan Perisic brought to the Croatian setup. This team is a team that has real solid stars. They can go on into the Euro and decide whoever wins this Euro. And people are writing off Croatia because it's a 3-0 win. But anybody who watched the entire game knows that Croatia are not out. The coach brought off Luka Modric in the 60th minute and brought off Kovacic also in the 60th minute, probably because he thought the game was over. They are saving these young guys. The coach is saving these legends for the next game against Italy. And I look at the next game against Italy, and it's going to be a game where Croatia probably has a say in that game. So talking about the group, so Group B is actually the group of death, because it has Spain, Italy, Albania, and then it has Croatia. Yes, these sides are really strong sides in European football, and they are fighting for 2 positions and probably a third. Now that Spain has 3 points, Spain probably has 1 step or one leg in the next stage. But my instinct don't trust Spain, because this is the same thing that happened in the 2022 World Cup when they played the first game, I think against Costa Rica. They scored 7 goals. The next match they had a draw, and they drew against and then they lost the next match also, and then they were knocked out by Morocco in the round of 16. I hope this year they go on and they probably make sure they are really the favorites for this tournament. Like I'm telling you, even though Spain are favorites for the tournament, they are also a side that if they meet a top opposition like even Germany can give them a run for their money. So if they really want to go far, they fix their defense, score more goals, and it's going to be a good game for them. So I watched the lineup for this game, and I thought Spain had some really debatable lineups, because how did Cucurella go into this game and was a left back for this game? I watched Alex Grimaldo play for Bayern Leverkusen this whole season, and I think Alex Grimaldo cannot sit on the bench for Cucurella to start this game. So it's not really a bad decision if he ended up starting Cucurella. Cucurella proved me wrong by clearing the ball off the line in the game, and it was really timely, because if the ball had gone in, it was going to be like the momentum would be on the side of Croatians, and he did very well. I saw Unai Simon hugging him for that mistake. Unai Simon made a mistake again, and when he goes to Spain, Unai Simon has been a subject of discussion, because when he's trying to pass from the back, he always ends up making mistakes, and he made a mistake again in this game, only for Cucurella to help him salvage the situation. And then there's also another debate that happened in the second half. Rodri pulled. I don't really know whether Rodri pulled him, because if you watch the clip, you can't really see what Rodri did for the player not to score the goal. But the player should have just kicked the ball into the net, because a goal is always better than a penalty kick. From a Ghanaian perspective, I saw what happened in the 2010 World Cup when Ghana could have just scored a goal, wanted a penalty kick, and then Asamoah missed a penalty. And exactly the same thing happened. Just kick the ball into the net, and he decided to go for a penalty. And there are people asking why Rodri was not red carded. I look at the tackle, and I can't really see the impact. I can't really see where Rodri touched him, but the referee gave him a yellow card. But this is the decision. If it was going to be a foul, then Rodri denied Kramaric clear goal scoring opportunity, so it was supposed to be a red card. I don't understand why he didn't give him a red card. But the penalty incident too, Petkovic stood behind the penalty, kicked the ball, and then Unai Simon saved the ball. There was a rebound. The player who kicked the ball into the net scored a goal, but he ended up assisting Petkovic, and Petkovic scored a goal. The thing was, why was the goal not accepted, or why was the goal disallowed? The goal was disallowed because the player that ended up giving the assist was encroaching in the box. He was in the box of Spain when the penalty kick was played. So I mean, fair enough. Even though I don't agree with Michael Oliver many times with his decisions, it was a fair decision for him to make. Croatia has to blame themselves for awful finishing. They could have scored more goals in this game if they just had one later number 9. They go into the next game against Italy with high hopes, and I think that they can win the game against Italy. Finally, Luka Modric. People asking why Luka Modric was brought up. Like I told you before, Luka Modric was brought up not because he was tired. I think that the coach just knew that this game was done and he wanted to save him for the next game against Italy. But you know what? About 3 weeks ago, Luka Modric was on the bench for Real Madrid, and Dani Carvajal scored a header for Real Madrid to win the UEFA Champions League. Yes, and then 3 weeks after, Carvajal scored a goal also against Modric in a header, and then I mean it's going to be a mixture of emotions. Then Carvajal scores for you in Real Madrid, and today he scores against you in Croatia. I mean, it was really sad. And I also saw a picture of Luka Modric playing a game the exact day that Lamine Yamal was born. I mean, it tells you how old he is, and it tells you how his career has been. He's had a very lengthy career, and Lamine Yamal was not even born when he started kicking ball for Dynamo Zagreb. Yeah, he didn't have a bad game. Fair enough, Croatia lost this game, and I'm looking forward to seeing them win the next game against Italy. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this game in the comment section. The best yet to come. Bye for now.